So, how are you? That's exactly what we want. Just a couple quick notes before using the internal neuroamp. First, you can only influence one person at a time. And second, the effect is temporary, so be prepared if you use it in a combat. Now that's something to talk to the drone engineers about. Now let's test this sucker out. DeMarcus has graciously volunteered. That's the spirit. DeMarcus loves being hands-on and experiencing things on his own. It's probably why he's the second most published scientist. Just head up the stairs nearby to the...
Wash your fingers. Lots of dangerous machines around.
The new
Yeah, where
NeuroAmp
the
Vita
hell
design
did I put
is
that torch?
absolutely brilliant.
Oh my god, that was incredible! What was it like?
Wow. How to describe it? 1 minute I was excited about seeing how the experiment would go. The next, I had a brief moment of disorientation and figured I must have lost my train of thought. It felt eerily natural. And yes, I admit it, just as you predicted.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it! I can hardly wait to finish writing up my latest dissertation. And you owe me 100 creds.
I'll be keeping myself under constant surveillance now. I'm curious if any other side effects... manifest.
So, tell me all about... I'll take that as a no on the side effects, and that toy you love so much is very powerful.
Yeah, toy is hardly the word. It really was fascinating how all I experienced was... It's truly remarkable. When it comes to your job, beside, if a subject's morals or beliefs in something are strong enough, that being said, it's been interesting to discover the actions our subjects sanction in their own minds.
Okay. As much as I'd love to go over the details and potential of this amazing piece of technology I created, it sounds like you have an assignment to complete. And a...
pardon.
We take a lot of pride in our work up here in our...
Good, you're here. I wasn't sure how accurate Vina's... Now that you've been outfitted with the internal neuro, we're sending you into... Lucas Drexler is about to learn exactly why you don't... And wish he shall. Every day. All right. Yuko has provided a layout. You have two options for this assignment. Option A, you gain entry through their maintenance access on the roof. Option B, we give you an assigned identity and arrange a meeting for you. Of course not. The meeting is just a legitimate way in. Once inside, you'll be led... That's your opportunity to make your way to either the executive floor or our... Option A, you need to remain under the radar the entire time. Option B, you have a slight cover that may give you the Just hope those acting skills don't... Now, depending on your preference, you'll either find yourself in the maintenance hallway or the... From there, you have... First, you have Lucas Drexler's computer, located in his office on the executive floor. Second is Faye Sengsavan's computer, in research and development. And third, you need to obtain the prototype they are working on, also in R&D.
As you can see, you've several floors to traverse, so I hope you're prepared for an adventure.
Any mercenary or disgruntled worker can go shoot a place up. You're a Ryujin... Now, I had Ularu create a program that you need to run on both Lucas and Faye's
You see, once we expose Infinity Ltd, all of their data is going to come under intense. We only want the public to know about their mercenary hires and unauthorized human trial. I've created an overseer program that will gather all... Exactly. And what... No, we don't want to mess on this one. A body count will only distract from what we're... Simon Rychek provided some useful info on how to evacuate civilians from the building. Infinity's maintenance crew is understaffed. It's only a matter of time before pressure gauges go unchecked and they have a massive issue. Once that pressure becomes too much, every floor in the building is going to suffer from... Simon was able to get a passcode for you to access their system's computer. My thoughts exactly. We're also issuing you an... It should help reduce their ability to detect you. These suits are typically reserved for the senior ranks, but we want to reduce as much risk as possible. Please, you're an exception. But we can talk promotion after you pull off this assignment. Just make sure you follow through on it.
Once you've run the Overseer program and obtained the prototype, your final step, if he asks questions, feel free to give him just... SSNN is used to anonymous tips. They'll do whatever verifications they deem necessary. You and me both. So, any Depending on whether or not you evacuate the building, you may encounter an automated defense system in the form of turret. Good luck, and be sure...
Here's Simon's passcode, your operative suit. Your cover ID card is encoded with roof entry and elevator access. So that's your ticket in. Don't screw this up. Skylar Lumen?
You have the program. I'm certain, Ula. So, let's take a look. Aha. The decryption's hit a snag. There's definitely something here. This is exactly what we needed. According to this code, Ularu intended to plant false evidence that would show Masako was working with Lucas. The moment you launched the Overseer program, a series of fabricated communication files would have been uploaded to the Infinity LTD network. One of them even frames Masako for encouraging Lucas to push for early human trials. I'm going to copy the necessary files off this slate and issue you a new one. I want to keep this one intact, so Ularu can't dispute it. All right. Now, we finally have the evidence. Yes, I'm looking. Without that falsified evidence, I fully expect she'll be eagerly awaiting SSNN's broadcast. And here's the new slate with the
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
I'm Genevieve Monahan.
My company's future might be right.
You need to move some merch. This is the... if it's too hot. All right, buzz off.
as you enter the city, please. Okay.
Heard the cabinet's assembled some kind of anti-terror. evacuate the building. Please find the nearest exit and contact emergency services.
Damn it, I lost him.
can't go in. You just can't.
It's important that the people of the
David's
United...
my friend.
Can I help you?
He writes me.
I hate to break it to you, but his PA is the one who signs all those cards and headshots. Mr. Barron's a very busy and important man.
All right. What's this
I
so-called...
came all this way.
Listen, I might be able to hook you up with
Corporate greed claims victims once more.
maybe get you a ticket to a
And you have evidence to support this claim.
That's all I can do.
You are the best!
Good. The less investigation we need to put into this, the faster. I don't suppose you want to tell me how you got this. I figured as much. Is there at least a name? Why am I not so... As long as the evidence is adequate and verifiable, I expect it'll be aired... Now, if you'll excuse me...
I've yet to hear anything of note on SSNN. Let's hear... As far as the corporate news world is concerned, and how did the NeuroAmp... I thought it would. So now it's just a waiting... Once the story airs, we have another book. Go ahead, Maeve.
The SSNN broadcast has started. Shall I patch it through?
Yes, thank you.
Infinity Ltd. and Lucas Drexler are currently under investigation for a number of violations, including murder for hire, unauthorized human trials, and corporate theft. Authorities representing the UC and the Freestar Collective have been dispatched to a consolidated mining station and the clinic. Both locations are believed to hold numerous victims. Drexler's motivation appears to be an attempt to launch a new product based off stolen information from a competitor. The details on the project itself and the competitor have yet to be confirmed. This has been David Barron for SSNN.
Perfect. This exposure puts Infinity right where we want them. The meeting will begin momentarily, but I want you to discuss the options we... Infinity's net worth is about to hit rock bottom. So this gives us... Infinity is about to crumble before the eyes of the public. They employ thousands of people. That's where we come in. First, we'll issue a public statement expressing disgust at their leadership, but sympathy for the innocent workers. That's when we offer to acquire them. Quite right. The truth is, we'll be making evaluations. We'll shed any employees who don't make the cut, slowly but surely. By incorporating Infinity, we eliminate a competitor, get their best employees and contracts, and all while boosting our public perception. We've already done some initial Infinity has a lot of appeal being in New Atlantis. I'm sure plenty of brilliant minds. Plus, there's always that handful of people that think they've got something to prove by not working for Ryujin. As if other corporations are really any. I'm glad we're on the same, which is why I'd like you to talk to the board to convince. There are several who might disagree, and you... Yes, that's exactly what it's designed for. The bright side. Good. You'll find most of the board members in their offices preparing. Vina is also here, waiting for the meeting. We'll need at least 50% of the vote to go our way. I trust you'll get it.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Did Masako send you to try and convince me to acquire Infinity LT? Our public perception is good enough, if you ask me. The internal neuroamp gives us the power to crush our competitors. This is exactly why Masako's time as CEO. Good. If you use that neuroamp wisely, it will guarantee... well, it does make Ryujin look good. And we do gain... You're oddly right about this one, Op. I guess you are worth... As long as everyone has Ryujin... An issue? That would be a... Dalton and Alexis are the only two against it. You'd never get the rest to shut it down. As long as we have the proper... Even if we limit the usage to Ryujin Industries employees... Please. The internal neuroamp. Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have a lot of preparation.
I'm glad we're making an effort in our appearance today. Just the person I wanted to see. I want to get all the details locked down for this meeting, and Good. I prefer firsthand. You've had the chance to encounter members of Infinity Ltd. Do you think they're worth redemption? Oh, I didn't mean in regards to... More in the sense of, should a superior company like Ryujin make room for so... This is true. Infinity never... Getting what few capable employees they have at half the salary we typically pay here could have major payoffs in the long run. Next question. What is your opinion on how Masako... And why do you feel it was well handled? Please note I'm not disagreeing. I agree. Should Masako had informed us too early, we may have all turned on each other. I appreciate the insight. I suppose I should ask if there's anything I can do for you. It's the next big step for Ryujin Industries. Financially, there's no doubt it's... This has been rather enlightening for me.
If only there were more hours in the day. If you need something, make it quick. I'd like to make sure my arguments... Not much to discuss there. I believe I've made my case quite clear. All right, I could use the entertainment. I do pride myself on solid contracts. Huh. Well, what do you... Talent like yours. Nice to know someone is. Everyone's too busy praising its completion to... First off, if I find out you used that device on me, I will tie you up in court on whatever charges I can conjure for the rest of your life. Second, that tech is one... I'll do whatever I can to make sure it's either severely delayed... In an ideal situation, yes. And I suppose creating... Now you've made it sound like a proper... Masako is lucky to have you at her disposal. You may be the great... This exchange has been...
This meeting should prove to be very... I assume Masako briefed you. That's because you're the one with the tool to do it. As long as Masako has the internal neuroamp. If it were up to me, I'd have shut down. I knew it was a grave security risk. I suppose you're right. My first priority will be to get the board and all security members set up with shielding. Plus, if we vote to acquire Infinity Ltd, we're about to add a The last thing I want to deal with are any more incidents this new neuroamp. I imagine we're looking at months of work. Infinity Ltd. I only hope that Masako and the others will... Now, if you'll excuse me, we'll be announcing Ularu's termination of employment at this meeting, so I need to...
If operation starts to bore you, let me know. You make a... And how's my favorite patient doing? Not seeing any temporal... What? No, of course. Oh, that's great. One step closer to seeing market approval. Genevieve. So, tell me. I'd be the next Ray DeCaris, my childhood hero and mentor. How amazing would that be? DeMarcus, eat your heart out. Don't tell him I said. So the next question is, what will the fate of Exactly. Not that I want to gloat over it. Okay, so DeMarcus and I have really been looking forward to it, so fingers... Well, this has certainly been the most... All we can do now is look...
Is Masako checking up on me to make sure I'm on her side? because that's what I do. You want something in this business? The only real question is just how persuasive she... In this business, there's always a sign. We just need to grab Infinity LTD while it's got the public... I'm all about free PR, especially when it... I'm sure I can squeeze enough good... Sounds like you've got a bit of your own. Of course, which is why I know it requires some fear. But unlike Alexis, I believe we can get the proper restrictions. We do it every day with weapons we arm ourselves. Don't I know it? I think Alexis and I are truly... We'll discuss security ramifications. It's sure to be... Well, it seems your talents really do stretch.
All right, everyone. As you all know, we've successfully exposed Infinity Ltd's botched human trials and murder for hire through SSNN. The public is demanding their leadership, namely Lucas Drexler, face trial, and he's probably writing. Ryujin will be launching a statement, but I believe now is the
Believe it or not, I agree. The acquisition has risks, and it's going to create a lot of work for all of us. But the overall payoff will be worth it.
That and Infinity Ltd's current situation makes them more affordable than ever.
Arguments? None? Excellent. Moving on, then.
I think what we're all overlooking is what led us to this situation to begin with. Yes, our security was compromised. But considering Dalton was hired by Masako, the issue obviously starts at the top. In fact, I propose that Masako be removed from CEO altogether.
Ularu, this isn't a line you want to cross.
And considering you're the mole, if anyone's going to be removed from power, it's going to be you.
Hold up. Are you saying you lied to us?
Dalton, the last meeting we had, you distinctly said Imogene was the mole, and she'd been dealt with.
Do you even have any proof to back up this outrageous claim?
Of course we do. The malicious code you hid on this slate to upload incriminating evidence against Masako onto Lucas Drexler's computer.
To put it bluntly, Ularu, you're fired. Security will hold you in your office until a proper exit interview can be done.
This isn't right. I should at least have the opportunity to resign.
And allow you to still be marketable to a competitor? I don't think so. This may be news to me, and I will be reviewing the evidence closely. But this isn't something you just get to walk away from.
Security, escort Miss Chen to her office and see that she stays put.
You'll regret this. All of you.
I believe the only regret would be trusting you to begin with.
All right, back to business.
Aye.
Good. Alexis, start drop. Anyone have anything else they'd like to bring up? If there's nothing else, I'll be following up with a...
So much work to do.
I'm glad we're making an effort in our appearance today.
So, Infinity LTD learned a lesson the hard way. You've proven yourself to be quite the It's well earned and deserved. I truly appreciate the work you put into exposing Ularu. No operative has ever had to investigate our own to the extent that you did. I can imagine it may have been a lot of pressure, considering you were fairly new at the time. My thought exactly. Imogene's instincts were right about you. Now, as promised, I have your bonus. I hope you'll find it appropriate for all you... And I'm promoting you to senior op... As for the details, I think someone back on the operation...
You've certainly shaken things up around here. I still can't believe Ularu tried to frame me. An obvious misjudgment on my part. But now that's all in the past. It's time to get back. And I'd say it's good to be back if I hadn't returned to a mountain of pain. Now, since you were new, you've been dealing with people, but most of our assignments are generated on the mission. The board holds any available assignments that our techs have pieced together, and I've approved. Nothing you aren't already. You experienced the majority of what we do here during your training, if you recall. Uploading a few files, manipulating a narrative or two, obtaining schematics. No, but try to see that as an improvement. The mission board is more efficient. I wish. Assignment approval isn't exactly... With your promotion, you've earned yourself an office, so whenever you're ready, you can find your own personal mission board inside. And the best perk of them all, you're free to make your own hour. Oh, and... At this point, I wouldn't doubt it. Go check out the board, and if you have any questions, I suppose I can start up a... I warned people that Tomo was unstable and... Something you need?
I have some excellent weapons on sale. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I can't say I'm surprised. They fire more smoothly than Laredo weapons, and they're not as bulky as What brings you to Ryujin? Ah, fellow employee. Nice gig, right? Working here beats... I think you'll be impressed. Thanks for stopping by.
You in a buying mood? Welcome to the Ryujin Industries product store. Looking for a NeuroAmp? NeuroAmps are Ryujin some of our best. It really is. Why don't you check out the shop? Here, have a look. See ya.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet is everywhere?
Come on, I have plenty of supplies for your next expedition in stock. If you don't see it,
Need some work? Anything I can help you with? Sure, have at.
Okay. Nope. I'm sure you can find something.
Captain?